Not an easy skill to learn. I've been practicing it for many years.
All right, what is up, everybody? Your favorite ninja is back in the building. Sets BK1. NInjaNation Gaming is back with another special podcast. This is an open discussion for the community. We have some real hot topics to talk about today. As always, the podcast is going to be lit. We got a couple of guests. All right. First thing I want to say is thank you to everybody for supporting the channel. I want to do that every day. Shout out to all you beautiful ninjas. The notification squad came in here heavy. What's up, Cody, Z, Daisy? What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys for joining us for another podcast. Today, we're going to discuss the new guest star in DLC 2. It was leaked last night. We're going to get into that. We're going to be going in depth about some new information about hidden Easter eggs still in Rave and the Redwoods. There's some Morse code that was solved. We have somebody here who's going to be going through with it. We have sufficient evidence. So we're going to be checking that out too. And we just got the boys in the building. We're going to just chat it up, see what's up, have a nice early conversation. You know, I got my coffee. We chilling. And that's it. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Let's get it started, huh? I hope you guys enjoyed the videos too that I posted last night. Don't forget to check those out. But that's it. I'm going to go into the Discord. We're going to see what's up with these boys first. So, what is going on? We got Maniac Killer in the building and the No Thumbs crew. We got freaking XPL Jesus. We got freaking DailyGamerNick. And Dextzer will be here shortly. He's just handling some paperwork he's taking care of. He'll join in the conversation soon. What's up, your next nightmare? So, guys, we all know last night. What's up, Nick? Where you at, Nick? XPO. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me. There we go. We got XPO here. Yeah, I got spiffy today. I got spiffy. Mina said I got my earrings on. Yeah, I went out. I had to do a photo shoot, so I just came back. I'm chilling. Just macking out. I forgot to take them out. I usually don't do that. I usually have to take them out because I got the headset on. But yeah, XPL, what's up, bro? Did you see what happened on Twitter?
How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing awesome.
Good to hear. So, yeah, we've got DLC 2 stuff coming out last night, and
for those of you who don't know, the DLC 2 guest star was kind of leaked last night, maybe by accident, maybe she forgot she wasn't supposed to say nothing or hint towards that. But yeah, Pam Grier tweeted out a picture with Jay Farrow, and they looked pretty buddy. You know, I could understand if it was like a run-into, but she's like calling herself Mama G, and they look pretty buddy. And to further confirm that, later, I just made a video about it, and then right after that, like, the tweet was deleted. So I took a screenshot and I reposted it on my Twitter. You guys can definitely check that out. What's good, Cole? What's good, everybody? So yeah, we definitely know it's Pam Grier. I don't know if she's gonna get in trouble for that. Like, to be honest, I can't understand how she could leak that type of information and just not see any consequences. Like certain people said, we didn't see any confirmation for Kevin Smith, and the hype got real built up when we saw him in the reveal trailer. Do you think this is a marketing scheme again? Do you think this is a promotional thing? Maybe they're giving us a little leak, XPO?
No, I personally think it could just be as simple as like an accident, because the way it was phrased, this wasn't a direct leak. This was just saying I worked with Jay Farrow. She probably didn't realize what the implications of that were, and that made it obvious that she was going to be appearing in this role. She might not have understood, but just because, age, because of it, she won't be like really playing this game. She just won't have understood how the community is going to perceive it and how they're going to understand exactly what she's just posted and interpreted it. She's
She might
obviously
have
took the tweet down
thought.
as well.
She might have thought about it because she also earlier before that tweet said, "Oh, I just happened to run into Jay Farrow," like trying to disguise it a little bit. So she kind of knew that people were going to be interested, and maybe she shouldn't post the picture. But I know it's hard to
Yeah.
be next to somebody, take a picture with them, and just automatically throw it up on social media. And maybe she just tried to hide it, and it didn't work. Because, you know,
Yeah.
me and
See, I
Queen
think-
and Dalek all realized it right away.
Yeah. See, I think the fact it's down now is the biggest implication that this wasn't something intentional and this was a genuine accident and it's sort of like, gone wrong.
Okay. All right.
But it is pretty conclusive, I'd say, that we're going to be seeing her as our star in DLC 2, obviously. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
we Ross followers are, we've speculated for a while now, the time setting's perfect, and now she's with Jay Farrow. It's too much of a coincidence.
What's up,
Yeah.
Angela? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, some people are saying that it doesn't affect anything. I tend to disagree. I think they need as much hype as possible, and anything. Obviously, it's going to affect. Somebody said something because the tweet was deleted. You know what I mean? Somebody said something. I speculated in my video. I wonder how Lee Ross feels about this and Activision feels about this and stuff like that. So, tweet got deleted right away. So, only the inside circle knows. But that's the news. We're definitely getting Pam Grier. If you guys just want to Google Pam Grier, you know, you'll see who we're gonna be getting, and it looks like they're trying to use the old sex sells strategy because she was a sex symbol in the 70s. She was known for being like half nude in half of her, movies. When I Googled her name just to find out who she was, I saw like 18 topless pictures. like it was all straight up topless, like. And I'm like, oh, so this is who they're pushing. First, they give us two potheads. Nothing wrong with it, but first they're pushing drugs in pouches and shit like that. But now they're using the sex cells and shit. I think it's pretty funny that they're using all these tactics to try and get people to buy into the game. Potato, what's up, Potato? Sets, I got kicked. I will move you back in. Join back in. Nick, I kind of want Nick to jump in. I want to talk to him about this next topic, and then we're going to move on to this new unfound Easter egg information. So, what do you guys think in chat? Do you think that she will get in trouble? Do you think it was just like a little warning? What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys feel like, and if you're excited about her. I'm pretty excited we're going to get Foxy Brown up in here. But she's playing herself, so she's Pam Grier.
Foxy Brown.
Yeah, that's Foxy Brown,
I mean,
maniac.
What can they really do to her? I mean, take her out of the game? I mean, get some money from her? I'm not sure what kind of actions they can really do.
I'm pretty sure that every guest star gets a confidentiality agreement. Even the stars that are involved in the game all have to sign a confidentiality agreement. So when people ask them,
Yep.
they don't really give out secrets. So she could kind of be in trouble a little bit, maybe. Maybe it's a legal thing because we know that the DLC is finished. They did the final things, wrapped up, according to Lee's Twitter. So everything's wrapped up for that. So I don't think they'll take her out of the game, but maybe some lawyers are going to get called. Maybe something's going to go on behind the scenes we don't know about.
Could hurt her pockets.
It could hurt her pocket. They could kind of, take back the money they paid her for it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Activision after all.
Whatever the case is, all respect to Foxy Brown. She was definitely one of the era's, definite stars. But I don't know if I'm too excited to have Foxy Brown as a. I can't see her killing zombies, and it's not Foxy Brown. It's Pam Grier.
And
So
Call
what-
of Duty as well.
What is that going to relate to?
Yeah.
Besides that she's a sex symbol, what is that going to relate to?
We'll see. There's probably some sort of storyline planned out.
We'll definitely see. It's in
We
her
all have
era,
so much-
so
Yeah.
maybe it's just the era that matters. I briefly want to mention the video about the DLC 2 map that I made, Nightmare Summer. And I just want to ask everybody's opinions about it, to be honest. I just drew a conclusion based off the colors in the image. And it kind of makes sense from what I said in the video. So if you guys didn't see the video, go check out the video and let me know what you guys think too. Because I want everybody's opinions. In these podcasts, you guys like to give your honest opinions. So let me know what you think about the DLC 2 map. I could be wrong, but it makes sense to me. That's the only image that we see downstairs, and it kind of, like I said in the video, it says something about don't be afraid of the dark, you should be afraid of the light, so we're coming from a dark map, maybe we're going to a bright, lit up map, and whatever scary tactics they're going to use, I don't know. But and also Dalek actually had the same opinion. What's up, George? My brother just came. Dalek had the same opinion in his video. He just posted a video like 2 hours ago, saying the same thing. He thinks it's Nightmare Summer. So just let me know what you guys think and what your opinions on that could be. If we're wrong, we're wrong. I'd like to see something, what they can come up with on a beach, what type of Baywatch situation they can throw us in. They already got David Hasselhoff, so we'll find out. What do you think, XPO? What do you think, Nick? Welcome back to the stream, Nick.
I think vampires for the Harambe round.
You think vampires for the Harambe round? That would have made sense if we had Elvira, but Elvira would be a better pick.
Like, all of the movies based in that time area, though, man, like over 50% of them were
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's pretty fair. It's pretty reasonable. I could see something like that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of the map, it is probably going to be a much brighter, probably open map. I mean, we don't get much from the cutscene. We just sort of get, the subway, and maybe we'll start underground, we'll end up above ground, and we'll end up in a sort of city. Who knows?
Maybe. We know it's going to be in the disco era, so maybe that's all lit up and bright. Maybe we're going to have freaking disco balls everywhere, club or something. Who knows? We could be somewhere in a club. Like I said, Studio 54 was in New York. It could be in New York. It could be in Chicago. I don't really know too many places with subway stations underground. You know what I mean? So it could be in those areas. It could be a nightclub. 70s was popping, and it was funky in Chicago, so that's what leads me to believe a little bit more. I'd love it if it was in New York, but maybe not.
No, I think it could be Chicago, and I think we could get that kind of Shadows of Evil City vibe and their sort of take on a big city.
All right. So we covered the small stuff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start digging. Conspiracy theory or not, are there more Easter eggs in Rave in the Redwoods? I know you guys see these pictures that are on the screen, and this is all Morse code translated by my buddy Hicuppy. Somebody put me onto him. He was noticing Morse code in Rave in the Redwoods. I'm gonna pull him in here right now. It's time to start. Put your thinking caps on and try to follow us. I'm gonna try and keep this structured, but don't let us lose you, okay? Bring you in here. Oh, you're not in there.
He's on the live stream. I'll get him.
There we go.
Hello,
Hicuppy.
Hey. Oh my God. Thank
are
you.
in the building. We're about to start talking about this.
What's up? Who's in the house? That's Ninja? What's up, man?
Ninja's in the building. We got XPL. Ninja. We got Dextzer will be here in a second. We got DailyGamerNick.
Nick, what's up, man?
We got the No Thumbs crew. So we're gonna be talking. I'm putting this on the screen right now. I want you guys to see this on screen. Okay. So this is the notes from the Morse code at Mess Hall. Now, just to give him an introduction, Hicuppy is a pilot. He's trained in Morse code. He kind of noticed this while he was playing the game. So he went out and he went and purchased some of these applications. He purchased a new phone. He really dug into this, and he's been doing his research for about like 3 weeks now. He came up with this, and we spoke about this on a previous podcast. You know, I said it could be fake, it could be false, but it kind of makes sense. It kind of. So I want him to lead us through this and try to explain how he went about getting this Morse code, what it means, and maybe we could uncover some hidden Easter eggs in Rave in the Redwoods.
Yeah, man.
So
I would imagine
I'm gonna leave
for
it up
all
to
you
you
guys that have questions.
Hicuppy, I'm gonna leave it up to you. I might just interrupt so we can
Sure.
turn up a point or something, or make a point, or ask a question. I'm gonna be paying attention in the chat, and I'm gonna give it all to you guys. I want everybody else in here who's in the Discord to try and listen. And if you got something to say, excuse me, let me make a point right there. But let's hear it. I'm gonna be looking through these notes as we talk.
Okay, well, good day, everyone. First of all, I wanted to put a huge shout out to my little ninjas out there. I'm a little ninja. I have taken karate, and it takes discipline, but I am a huge ninja fan, as well as everybody else. Everybody that makes these videos and put in the times and efforts and grind is for all you guys that love the game like I do. A huge shout out to you guys that have extended a hand and put out a welcome carpet for me, because I've got information and it has been a struggle for me to get that information out. And Dextzer was the first one to say, listen, I need to talk to you. It looks like you got something. And after a week of painfully 2 to 3 hours a day just saying, I got something, please listen. Finally, Dextzer was the one who said, here, come and talk to me. It ended up being my birthday when we actually solved it and started getting this code into message. That night on my birthday was so exciting. I didn't hang with my girlfriend. I ended up hanging out with Dextzer and his fucking crew. I got smashed out of my mind. If you don't know, my birthday's on the 29th. At midnight, I had a fucking shot. I think Dextzer did with me. This is important to me. I am not a big name. I am just a little fucking guy in Canada.
Okay, we got that. I want to keep on topic. I want to stay on point. Let's start getting into the facts.
Thanks due to where thanks is due. So
no problem.
Fucking thank you to Dextzer.
No problem.
First and foremost, okay? So here's the story. I'm trying to tell everybody. Nobody believes me. I get so fucking pissed off, and just the UK Gamers fucking site trying to tell him, look at this. And he says, hold on, I'll check that video. But it was his friend, and it's not him. He's a fucking good shit. I still love that motherfucker. But his
all right, let's stay on topic, though. Let's stay on topic. I want to talk about what we found out. Let's get straight to the facts.
I am. So I meet this guy Striker, who's a level 2, level 3 AKG striker. Doesn't have the game at all. He says, I don't know how to help you, but I'll do whatever you want. I said, well, this is what I got. And we end up cracking it a day or two later.
Okay, tell us how you cracked it. Tell us how you cracked it.
Day 1 is day 2. Well, it starts from Battlefield. In Battlefield 2, if any of you guys are there on Dragon Valley, you can get your camo pins. And that is solving a Morse code lantern in the middle of Dragon Valley.
Okay.
I'm a huge Battlefield guy. I've been playing Battlefield since the day it came out, and I'm a 3-star general, and I will kick anyone's ass in the air.
All right.
Let's give her some fun. But in Call of Duty, I suck. I'll get 3 kills and 22 deaths. Like, I suck balls. There's a learning curve, so I don't have the skills in this game, okay? So here it is, me and this guy, we're fucking nobodies, and we're able to fucking crack this. And I'm telling you, I've spent 400 hours trying to crack it.
How did you notice it? Let's ask questions. How did you notice this?
Because what happens is Morse code is a signal of light. If you guys don't know, every person should know this, is basic SOS.
Okay.
3 short, 3 long, 3 short. So there's a thing called the phonetic alphabet, and you guys know it. Alpha, Bravo, Whiskey, Charlie. My dog's named Charlie, right? It's a good name. It's part of the phonetic alphabet. So that phonetic alphabet is everything pilots have to use. I'm flying a Cessna ZMT. That would be Zulu Mike Tango. So Cessna, Zulu Mike Tango, request and takeoff, right? That sort of thing. So the phonetic alphabet is just, I don't know, you guys say, fucking, what's up, Holmes? We say alpha. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So as part of that, of the phonetic alphabet, they also have that in dots and dashes, being Morse code. Yeah. World War II, Morse code. They still use flashing lights. So you can do it by sound. You can do it by light. Like, I can have a gun and I'm in trouble. I know you, my ninja, is fucking 2 miles away hunting in the opposite direction.
Damn
I'm
right.
not going to get him a message.
Alpha Charlie Bravo up in this.
Right. So I fucking pop some bullets in there and I fire them off. Bang, bang, bang. Reload. Bang, bang, bang. Reload. Bang, bang, bang. He just heard 3 quick, right? He knows, okay, I got to go fucking help him. No cell phone required. No cell phone coverage. But it's a basic way of translating. So when I walk in there and I see the light, I knew within like fucking almost right away, that ain't no normal light.
I have to say myself, when I saw the light by the Rave, I looked at it and I said that could be Morse code. And like XPL and I were talking about in chat earlier.
So you were already on point on that.
I kind of, like I said, I looked at it, I said that could be Morse code. And I said that in one of my previous streams, but I didn't dig into it. And I said, would the developers even think about doing something like this? And I asked XPL this, and XPL brought up the fact that they deciphered the Morse, the blinking Morse code that Blondell did in an interview. So you're right. They'll use Morse code, and they'll try to stick a couple of things in there. And what I want to say is, if you're actually onto something, if this leads to a discovery, we need to go back and take your expertise and go back to all these suspected Morse code, like on Gerard Crovey, like on Revelations. There's a couple of things that
you're gonna
people always thought were Morse code, but you couldn't figure out.
Is there any Morse code in Spaceland?
I'm not sure, so we got to look. I didn't notice any. I didn't play Spaceland too much, but I didn't look, and I don't focus on looking for Morse code. Morse code to me is like ciphers. I'll leave that to Mr. Raffle Waffles and whoever wants to crack some damn ciphers.
Oh man, you love hunting. Fuck you.
I love hunting. Yeah.
Man. You come with me, we're gonna hunt.
Yeah.
You come with me, we're gonna hunt it up one day. In fact, I will fucking fly down there, pick you up, and bring your ass up here, and we'll put it in 255 side by side and fucking.
Let's go. He's picking me up in his jet, bro.
No, I don't own a jet, but you know what I'm saying. We can fucking make that happen. You're in New York and I'm in Toronto.
All right.
But you know what I'm saying? You're a hunter, man. And what it is it's a really good hunt. And all that pain in the ass, Ninja, all that shit of not making it, all the sweat and tears, my fucking dog is in the hospital because of the hunt. Now, Remy fucking jokes about it. My boy, fucking Remenzo 86, my fucking dog that drills and fucking puts in all this time with me. Okay, we were going 16 to 20 hours a day. Soon as we crack this and get drunk out of our minds with Dexter,
that's like us on the hunt for Ghost and
Dexter's
Skulls.
in the middle of Ghost and Skulls 1 hunt and cracking it before everybody on. Like the space race is on for Ghost and Skulls. We're all fucking hyped. I mean, so not only do I have this information and I give Dexter, and Dexter's fucking hyped and we're hyped because he knows it's legit. And I'll tell you this, he did his due diligence too, just like you're doing it. I understand all that shit. Long story short, I don't give a shit. I know it's real. I'm getting fucking blasted out of my mind. Meeting Dexter. And you know what? Like this guy Stryker, out of all the assholes, the very first person I put up a YouTube channel is like, you're a fucking spammy cunt. I just put in 3 days just to try and get a fucking YouTube account up. To the point I was fucking pulling my hair out. Had to put my dog, take him for a walk, come back. Thank you, Lee Ross. Good advice. If you're too pissed off, go get laid.
He's mentioning Dexter.
I'm telling you, okay? That's good advice, and that's exactly what I did.
So we know you're a regular guy. You went out on a limb, and you went. I know for a fact he went and purchased the cell phone. He purchased apps that cost.
I now bought my fucking second one right now.
And he's just somebody who wants to get this word out. Yeah. Now, it could be a conspiracy theory. Like I said in my previous podcast, I'm seeing some comments in here, and it could be. It could be some crazy shit.
So you guys know.
But he's just trying to pass this information along.
I have 6.5 years of post-secondary education, just so you guys know. I'm not trying to do my horn. I'm just saying. I'm not.
Let's get into the notes, though. Let's get into the notes. I'm just saying that because I don't want you guys. I want you guys to keep an open mind because this has actually been proven in the game already. There has been Morse code signals, and somebody has taken the time out to go in and come up with this 3 pages of elaborate stuff. I don't think he would put that much time into it just to get like 5 minutes of fame on fucking YouTube. Like, honestly, you have to really keep your minds open and think about this. So let's get into these notes. YouTube. Do you have your notes pulled up?
Yeah, I can pull them up. They're right on the phone here.
What are we talking about when you say go to the boathouse near the big tree, 14? the boathouse near the big tree, note the boathouse to the come, all this storyline stuff that you were telling me, let's try to explain that to them.
Okay, so number one, I'm not saying this. I mean, let's just be fucking crystal clear here. I came in there with Striker. It starts translating the code. So normally, and you guys can do this right now while we're
You bought
talking,
an app on the phone, right? And you started...
There are a million free apps out there. Go get Morse code decoder or Morse decoder, but you want the one for flashlights. And I highly recommend it, because if you ever are in a problem, what you can actually do is put it up and say, I need help. It will actually turn your phone and start your camera light flashing it. Another phone with that app can read it, it'll transmit it back, and it may save your fucking life. But at least you guys know SOS. But long story short, it starts actually translating. It's not saying I, E, number sign, number sign, number sign, number sign after 5,000 hours of trying. It's actually saying right there, first one, sail for alien. And not sail like sail a fucking boat. That's exactly the first transmission that AKG Striker and I got when we went into the mess hall and we were successful in getting something. The very next message, and I ain't shitting you, is right there. Now, what the fuck does it mean? I don't know. But as you start to see it and you start to read it, like, for example, Lee Ross gave us a clue about the Yeti in Space Mountain, and, oh, the lights are shining over there, and, oh, I don't want to give too much away, and there's a nice girl sitting beside her, and I don't know who she is, but forgive me. So my grind with my dogs, the way that we approach it, we spent 2 hours going every single second through that ride that Lee Ross did. And I'll give you a tidbit, just what we found on there.
Okay.
The very first time he comes around the corner, he goes, target, 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 and pops the Yeti's eyes like he's done it 1,000 times. Look at the amount of blood coming out of that Yeti's eyes. You guys can all check that out right now. Go to that Lee Ross thing, okay? So we notice those little things. We will spend 3 hours on the most stupid thing. So to answer your question, my ninja, go to the boathouse. This is the order that it's coming in. This is a treasure hunt, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's only my opinion. This is what it says. I don't fucking know. There's more that needs to be done here. We're still trying to do our ghost and skulls for my fucking 4 guys on my team. We haven't started attacking this. Like, yes, while we're still playing, we're like, oh, I wonder if that's part of this. Oh, I wonder if that's part of that. And I'll give you an example of that. I don't know about the boathouse, because I was thinking personally this may have had to do as soon as you finish the game and you get ghost and skulls and you get the skull. What the fuck do you do with
Your
it?
mic is cutting out. Try to keep it at a steady level.
It's right on a table, and I haven't moved it, so it's got to be
All
the
right.
microphone.
Try to stay
But,
at a
thank you for the
specific
heads
distance.
up. Yeah, let me know.
I want them to
Okay.
hear you. That's why.
No, I appreciate that. So
I'm looking for my
So
remote because
as
I'm
you
getting
guys
an
read
echo.
through this- Is it? Yeah, I don't know what I can do. Maybe adjust that a bit. Is that any better? Okay, so yeah, I mean, you guys can read through it as quick as I can, but what I have,
I
you know,
fixed it.
obviously I've read it several times, but there's several people talking to us. So this is a small example. The totem pole is talking to us when it says it's got its face burned off in the fire, right? If
Okay.
you read down there a little further, right? The other thing is there is either a little girl who's really young, or she's very dyslexic. Okay.
The Suffer's Misery, find note 85. It's a mystery. Rock's boat, note, find her, you'll find 85. Is that what you're talking about?
Keep on reading down. There's ones that you actually, the transmission came in backwards. And I
58 is my friend. 58 is
actually
friend,
typed
my
it in there.
backwards
You
read.
need to-
I4, am I?
Yeah. The
Converted,
bottom of page
I am
1.
for read backwards, my friend is 85.
Yes, right there. Okay, so just read it slowly. So the message before it, right, is cabin is where it is. He skinned my body. My skin is hanging on the tree near the boathouse. That is all relatively proper English. I will kill you like I killed them. But I'll kill you with my mining pickaxe. We're like, what the fuck is that? Oh my God, what the fuck is
All right,
that?
let's
We're losing
go
our
back a
minds.
little
Hold on.
bit. Let's go
No,
back a little
go
bit.
to the next one. Go to the next one. That's
Wait.
back.
I want to go back.
Okay,
The
sure.
notes, because we were starting on the boathouse.
Okay.
It is where it is 85 boat, houseboat.
Mm-hmm.
85 houseboat is 85 houseboat. The near it
Maybe that
find
should have
you
been
will.
boathouse. That could have been a typo for me because I was drunk out of my mind. And I'll confirm with Stryker. That very well may be note for boathouse.
Okay.
I'll confirm.
The note reads, the noose has the numbers to the cabin.
Time out.
The
Time
houseboat
out.
is
Stand
where
by.
the mystery unfolds. She
Read
was
the
only
last one
27
backwards.
and I was 4.
Right. Read the last one backwards. Note for houseboat. The to come. Read that one backwards. The 1, 2, 3, 8th line down. After boathouse near big tree, 13, 14. The next line says note for houseboat the to come, right?
And then 13, 14 equals
Yeah,
27.
But stop right there. Hold on. But just that one line alone. This is what I'm saying is the way that Remy and I are going is we're taking every line one at a time. We're taking every second of that Lee Ross roller coaster second by second. So just bear with me here.
Oh, Rob made a very good point.
Read that line backwards.
Wait. The 85 is on Kevin Smith's jersey.
I know. We'll get into all this shit in a minute. Just bear with me a second, okay?
Okay.
That note for houseboat, the to come. The first thing that stands out to me is that is not proper English. Read it backwards.
Come to the boathouse for note.
Dude, even within the riddle, it's a fucking riddle. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. It's not one person talking. There's 2 or 3 or 4 people communicating through this Morse code shit. One of them is forcing us to read it backwards. You with me? Take the very first.
What it could be,
Take the very first
Hicuppy,
line
let me
now
stop you
and
right
read it
there. Let me
backwards.
stop you. What it could be,
For sale. Now
Hicuppy,
it makes sense. Yo, man.
I'm trying to make a point. What it could be is the charms give us a story. So it could be these people who were stuck on the island before us, who Willard had put in the game, and this could be backstory to it. These Morse code things are deeper than that, bro. Some of this translates out to stuff that makes sense, and some stuff doesn't. We really have to connect these dots here. So that's why I'm not trying to jump.
Puzzle together, right?
I'm not trying to jump from line 8 to line 1 back to line 6. I just want to go through it one by one so we can explain everything to them, and I want to get them involved because everybody.
I need somebody to help me with this. Like
I know.
as I said,
I know. I'm just trying to explain and relay your information as easy to understand to them as possible. So I don't want to lose them in that. I want to take it very slow.
I got one question for you now.
Sure.
You know, as far as all this Morse code, we've all known that, you know, they've put Morse code into, you know, a lot of zombie games as little side Easter eggs, you know, to help hint you towards a story. Do you think this is all simply story-based driven information, or do you think this is actually leading to something in game that nobody's discovered yet?
As I said, in my opinion, this is a treasure hunt that is on. And I have said
treasure hunt. What do you mean by treasure hunt?
What
does this lead us to? What does this lead us to? For example, if we crack the Yeti hunt, what do we get when we get the Yeti's eyes in the roller coaster in Space Mountain?
Does anything mention in these ciphers about the Yeti eye?
You don't want to jump from 7 to 82, so let's go one by one.
But I'm just asking a simple question. Does anything pertain to the Yeti eye in these ciphers? Okay, so we'll get to that.
Yes, but that's my best Sherlock Holmes on it. Do you remember the question you asked me earlier in regards to Summer? I'll now change my answer.
What do you mean Summer?
You asked me a question earlier yesterday.
Do you think anything leads to referring to Summer? Yeah.
Right? I changed my answer to you now, sir. Because I went back and I had to read.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't mean to lie to you. Prior to that, you made me think of something. Now I'll come in and I'd love to talk to you about it too.
All right. But you're cutting a little in and out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not moving. The phone's there. It's just this fucking iPhone.
Let's get into this. The note reads the noose. Reads the noose. Has the numbers to cabin. The houseboat is where the mystery unfolds. She was only 27 and I was 4. That correlates with the boathouse. Go to the boathouse. Come to the boathouse for note. All that stuff and the numbers match up. 14 plus 13 equals 27, and the 4 note for boathouse. I was 27
Not only
and I
that,
was
but
4.
the 58 and 85. I believe was 27.
Okay.
But yeah, we've been doing a little crunching
His
on
job
that,
was
but-
working at the mine where he died. He took my friend to the mine and set her on fire. We're obviously talking about the person with the shovel. And they gave a little backstory to that.
I interpret it the same way. Yes, Ninja, exactly. I'm on point.
All right.
Yeah.
We used to hand out at Turtle Island. He used to stare at us.
We used to hang out. That D should be a G. We used to hang out.
Okay, we used to hang out at Turtle Island.
Yeah.
He used to stare at us. He killed our parents. He killed and drowned them. He dragged them to Whitetail Beach. That was obviously something from the storyline from the Charms.
I lost my mind when that came through. The fact that they said that they dragged them to Whitetail Beach, because as you know, Whitetail Beach is on that side, and you can run right down there. And the first thing we do is run around, but I haven't seen anything. Yeah.
So the cabin is where it is. He skinned my body, my skin hanging on the tree near the boathouse. I will kill you like I killed them, but I'll kill you with my mining pickaxe. So that could go back to the storyline. These are all Morse code messages that you deciphered, all relating to the storyline. What in here do you have?
And what you guys have to understand is when you go in there, you get several messages, and then eventually there's no more messages.
Okay, but what do you have that makes us...
And you come in, you get some new messages.
What type of solid evidence do you have that makes us believe that this is a hunt for something and not just more storyline background?
Okay,
or
well, number one,
something cool that they would throw in just
well, you
to
guys can
see
check
who
this
would
out right now while
decode
we're
it.
talking about it, so you guys can believe, so to speak. I'd have to go to another page, so if it's okay with you, Ninja, can we just stop right there?
What's
and
up,
fast
Lee
forward?
Ross?
We'll give your guys something where they can fire up, go have a quick look, and say, "Holy crap, he's right." We can give them something like that. So we have the clock thing that I've shared with you that happens in Space Mountain, and it's in here where it says shoot an arrow to 12 and shoot an arrow to thing. Okay, if you guys don't know, you can take the Kendall and pack a punch it in Spaceland and get a controller noise coming out of it.
Okay. But what are you talking about clocks now?
And we'll get into that. But in this,
what are you talking about clocks? What did you say about clocks? Shoot 12
okay, so we
and
have
shoot
to skip
what?
a page. And as I said, you wanted to go line by line, but it's further. If you want to fast forward, we'll skip.
I don't have the pages pulled up. I can only pull up this specific
so
page.
Let me go to my Twitter here, and hold on, I'm not the best guy here. Back out of here, media, go down here. Okay, page.
But what were you saying about the clock?
It
Shoot
says
the clock 10 to 12.
Shoot an arrow to 12 and shoot an arrow to here. It actually
the
tells
clock
you
has
shoot an arrow.
small hands points at 2, big hand at 10. That's when the next victim will go. The small hand points at 6, big hand at 12. That's when everything in mess hall will dissolve.
Yeah, no, but there's somewhere in there that says put an arrow to 10 and 2 or put an arrow to 12. It actually tells you to do it. Maybe it's page 3.
Yeah, I died at 4. I'm backwards. My friend is 85. I'm now 58. I'm a truck spirit.
Yeah, so you guys know
other
the trucks,
truck
right?
ones from cabin 85. Arrow to 6. Other arrow
There
to
you go.
12. I pass
go.
on 2690.
Okay, so just
So
stick with
they
that arrow.
died. What they're saying is they died February 6th, 1990.
And the map takes
No.
place on 92, correct?
Yes.
1992 is the thing of right, exactly.
So
So let's
it-
just take the
it
clocks
kinda
and
Wait,
talk
let's break it down. What do you want to say, Maniac?
I was just saying it does kind of sound like it's more or less going along with the story of the charms, for each area as it goes.
Mhm.
And like you were saying before, it does definitely sound like it's more or less telling the tale of the people that were there beforehand. Kind of like how they do in a lot of the Treyarchs and the other zombies. A lot of
Yeah,
the
they
Morse
gave you
codes,
storyline for freaking
more
dead
just
zombies
kinda-
with an arrow through them. You didn't even know
Yeah.
that you could do it, but certain people dig this deep to find it.
Yeah, it's not to say that they wouldn't go as far as to put something in to give you hints like that, because knowing that, when they made this game, they pretty much knew of all the other Easter eggs, that have been solved in the past. Morse code has been basically just all background story. They could sit there and easily think maybe we can slip something into there and help them get a clue towards something bigger, because that hasn't been done yet.
And he's saying that Galvatron's making a good point. He's saying the clocks are already at 10 and 2. So it is like a massive riddle, but we need to figure out whether it's...
Okay, but what I'm saying is I'll give you the piece that you can really chew on so you know that it's something. Okay.
Okay.
In Spaceland, one of the things that I found, and I discussed it with you, is right down by the shredder. You go across where the employee of the month is, and you'll see a poster of quickies. And you'll see a guy there, and you'll see a woman in a red dress, who's a blonde, and he's holding like a scotch glass with candy in it. And the only thing written on there is, "There's always time." And I was like, what the fuck is that mean?
It said, what'd you say? There's always time?
There's always time, or there's always time. Something like that. Time and quickies. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, well, I got quickies. I'm going to go shoot those clocks that I just saw. So I go and I pack a punch, and I think I've got it on video. I'm not 100%, but I think it was the round that I did complete the Ghosts and Skulls. Now, I got the sound that came out of my controller, and it is the exact same sound as Ghosts and Skulls 1. When you pop the balloons, bloop, that's what came out, okay? And the only thing
So you got a sound activation just like Ghosts and Skulls 1 by doing what?
The clocks in Spaceland, okay?
Do you have a video on this?
I don't know if it's part of it. I got hundreds of videos, but I don't know if I have that particular video on it. But either way, I know it's
do you
real,
think
so
you'll
I'll
be
share
able
the
to recreate
information.
this more than once?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know it's a thing. And all
Were
you
you
guys
playing
can
with
go
other
grab
people?
it right now and say, holy fuck, there's something there.
Wait, let me ask you. Were you playing with other people?
I don't. Good question. Maybe.
Because if you were playing with
know.
other people, somebody could have did
I don't
something
know.
on the map, and there's your answer right there.
I
I've done
honestly
it a
don't
few
know off the
times with
top
my
of my head.
friends, and
But
I've
I
asked them
think
what
my
they
Ghost
do.
and Skulls video is up on my YouTube. I would have to check, just to be honest with you. So I'll check. I'll check
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, let's
tonight
let's
I'm
go
getting drunk
into
and having a
let's
pretty
at least
menace
go
these
into the
days.
rest of this.
Right.
It says
let
I'm
me
gonna
get back to the clocks. So what you do is take a pack-a-punch candle, come out of the pack-a-punch, go straight into Journey into Space, and hit that clock. You will see a normal clock all of a sudden have a gray scale on it that you have never seen before. I promise
gray
you.
what?
A gray scale in between 1 and 4. The first clock's on the right side, the second clock's on the left side. So you come out of pack-a-punch.
You shot it with a pack-a-punch pistol?
Yeah, your Kendall.
It
Pack-a-punch
leaves
the
soot.
bastard.
Anything
Yeah, okay.
explosive
Come out of
leaves soot.
Pack-a-punch, hang a right, and go into Journey into Space and go straight ahead.
But you're
You'll see the
understanding
clock
what
go
I'm
on.
saying is pack-a-punch weapons, especially the pistols, are explosive weapons, so they leave
Yep.
soot when you shoot something.
I'm telling you, check it out.
I
You'll
believe
be
you.
surprised, okay? So
But you're
go
saying you
and-
got an activation noise from doing this, and I'm asking you
Yes.
if you
Yes.
think you can recreate this.
I think I can. The only thing
Have you
I've
been
done
able
the
to do
exact
this more than one
No.
time?
No.
So that I don't want to read too much into it. When you have more information about it,
Well,
let's
no,
go.
because
Let's
now
go to
you
it because it's
take
not really a
those-
hunt.
Stop. This is how I got onto it, Ninja. Now you take that bow, because what happened is when I started playing, guy stuck me in a garbage can and did the entire game. I got stuck with the worst fucking crossbow, the Trap-O-Matic. But eventually I got good because I kept stuck in the garbage can because I'm the worst player in the game. Okay, that's okay. Eventually I had time and I took that fucking Trap-O-Matic and I shot the clock, and guess what happened? I got the same crazy fucking gray arcs in the do map. And I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
Now, it's something I am still working on. Now, you guys right now can fire up that game, go into Spaceland, take your pistol, pack a punch, and go hit that fucking clock. You're going to say,
All right.
holy fuck, what is that
What I want to
shit?
ask you is
One last thing. Let me just finish this. So all those hunters that are going up, only other thing, wave 3, I took a grenade and I threw it in the little hole by the bumper cars. And I had fire.
But this
come out
makes
there.
this has no importance if you're not able to recreate it twice. If you're just stating what you think, I want to go into
Ninja,
just
I appreciate
facts.
that, but what I'm telling you is how I got onto the clocks, and you can have the same clock thing, which I haven't quite mastered and figured out yet, but you do the same thing in this map. But you're using the Trap-O-Matic, and the candle does work. But I have not triggered off another noise yet. My crew is grinding on it 24/7, and if
I
you
believe
read
it.
the
I believe
Morse
it.
code, it says shoot an arrow at the clock. End of story. Let's move on.
What I'm trying to ask you is what in here can we target and bring up right now in these notes that is going to make anybody believe that there's more to find in here? All I'm seeing
Okay.
is storyline
Stand by.
information.
Yeah.
Storyline
Just like the
information
Playable or-
is great. it's absolutely great. And somebody went out, and if that's what it is, then it's a find in itself. It doesn't
it's not
necessarily
over.
need to
There's
be a
more to
hunt
be
because you
found.
already hunted this. You deciphered the Morse code. You figured out more of the storyline. So if we want to post that to the people, I want to explain the storyline. But if there's nothing to hunt, I want to make that very clear to them to not mislead them and go into a map, start shooting clocks just off of something that was done once. You're not sure how it was done. You're not sure if there was players in your game, and you're not sure if somebody else did something at that same moment. So what in
Correct.
these notes can we say to the people that are watching, because we have 110 people in here, we want to know,
Holy shit.
we want to know what it is you believe that we need to go searching for. I personally believe that there could be a slasher player card or a slasher mask or some sort of thing like that.
You want to get into the slasher, and that's
I've
something
talked
that we
about
can
Jay
bring
and
up.
stuff like that, and I've talked about
Yeah.
other unfound Easter eggs, because what do we really have? We don't have Easter eggs. The charms I don't consider Easter eggs because they're on
Me either.
the HUD. They're like shield pieces. They're like different
They
things.
pop up.
They're not
Tell you to
Easter
pick 'em
eggs.
up.
Yeah.
But we have the charms. So the charms are one Easter egg, the main Easter egg. We have ghosts and skulls. What other Easter eggs are there besides the music Easter egg? So that's 4 Easter eggs in a map. I still truly believe there's some other things to discover.
I think there's one in Polar Peak. I think there's one in Kepler, and I think there's one in Journey.
I'm
into
talking
Space.
about
I think
Rave and the
there's
Redwoods.
Redwoods, same thing. I think there's one.
All
in
this
Total War.
storyline information is
There's
about
one
Rave
over
and the Redwoods.
there. Yep.
So
Now, there's
I'm not even
one in
talking
here,
about
and I'm
Spaceland.
reading
Spaceland's a
for
piece
it.
of shit to me.
Where does it say to go to the light with the stuff in it? Let's talk about that one. I gotta find it. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Go to the stuff with the light and the stuff in it.
Yeah,
Is-
go to
is-
the light with the stuff in it. It says something like that.
I'm going to trade your dead bodies at the trading post. Save my uncle from the mine. He's watching you and you guys. Him and his friend.
Here we go. Here we
Burnt
go.
my
Something
face.
with the dead news. So where is this? Hold on. Let me zoom out here. So I'm on page 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's starting off with someone. Zoom in here.
The 2
Someone died
nooses
with my
hanging in the mess hall.
No, someone died with my noose. It's like 3rd paragraph down.
Someone died with my
Someone
noose.
died with
Flick
my
the switch
noose.
to power.
Flick
The
the
place
switch
with
to
the
power
juice.
and place with juice. Don't look too fast. You may pass a tiny spruce. You guys know it's like a little Christmas tree.
Go to the flashing
Go to the
lights.
flashing light with something in it. Now, how many flashing lights do you know? And you brought this up, by the way, Ninja. Whereabouts in Rave and the Redwoods is a flashing light? And I'll bring
What
it
up,
right
Ninja?
up so we ain't fucking wasting time.
Well, it's
Right in between
it's by the
owl,
rave area.
Rave
There's a
and
bunch of lights in it.
right between the owl and you go to the Rave and the Redwoods, you open that door and you extend up that way and that flashing light is there. You know what I mean? Right there. No, I lost you. Okay, you're at the owl and you want to extend the map going into power. You open up that door and you continue up. It's like that dark hallway. Then all of a sudden it opens up and you got the trailer on the right and then the Rave straight ahead. You with me?
Yeah.
That flashing light right there. If you guys don't believe me, it says it right in here.
It's
Put
whether
on
they
a-
believe you or not. It's up to them. We just
put
want to
on
know
a thermal
what
scope
can
on
lead them
your
to believe
M1
this fact.
right now. Put your thermal scope on your M1 right now
What up,
because
Ninja?
this is how I found it.
So you need a thermal scope, and you got to go look at the
If you
flashing
wanna
lights.
if you want to see the stuff in the flashing light that I believe this is referring to, and again, this is my best guess. I mean, fuck, I don't know. I'm trying to solve it just like you guys.
But there
my
could be
best
nothing
guess
to
is
solve,
that's what he's
is
talking
what I'm
about.
saying.
The
You can
stuff
see it without
is
thermal
out of the
scope.
pack a punch.
What'd you say? What'd you say, XPL?
No, it's Nick, but you can see it without the thermal scope.
You could see it without the
I
thermal scope.
can't. I can't. You say
Okay.
that, but I've gone there and I've tried.
All
I
right. Well,
can't see without
Galvatron
the
just came
thermal
back
scope.
in chat. He said this. It's soot in Spaceland. It's 100% confirmed on the clock. He goes in and he tests these things out that we're talking about during stream. And I really appreciate you going in and putting in the time to go check that out.
Okay, tell him to type in Hicuppy, Morse, or more clock secret.
Yeah.
Clock secret. And
If
there's
you
a
guys want to
video.
check
If you
out his
copy it,
videos,
you will
I have
see
his name
that
right there in the
gray
description. You
scale
guys
that
can
I'm
check
talking
him out.
It's not the soot. I understand the fucking soot. Believe you me. It's not the soot. I am talking inside the clock. Between 1 and 4 is the first clock out of Pack-a-Punch. Then you back up 5 feet, go to 11 o'clock, and extend all the way out past the trap past the building with nothing, and you're kind of by the DJ now. The second clock is there. Go downstairs where the SETICOM is and the lunchroom is. Hit that clock. That's either left side or right side. Out of that room, down the hallway, 90 degrees, hit that fourth clock.
Are we talking about Spaceland again?
Yes. That's the clock.
We don't need to talk
video,
about
have
it.
a look at it. It's
we good.
fucking soot.
I'm still trying
God.
to uncover what we have to hunt.
I want your guys. If you don't believe me, fire up the PlayStation. Go right there with the thermal.
Well, we can't do that right now. We're discussing it. I want you to talk to me and let me know how to do it and what you believe we need to hunt.
Here's the thing, Ninja. I haven't started on it, man. I'm still doing.
So this is all storyline information as of now.
This is what came out of that light flashing. We will keep you updated as we go back and keep on grinding on it. Like, as I said, I just did an hour and a half yesterday.
I know. I want to get down to the nitty gritty because
my goal
if this is
to get
all,
this out.
hold on. If this is all leading to storyline information, I really don't want you to waste your time going into a hunt that's not even there.
Well, what do you think this is then?
I don't see any evidence to make me believe that I need to fire up my game right away, get into the map and hunt this because, let's be honest, the only thing that kinda is what we just pointed out, and it's someone died with my noose, flick the switch to power the place with the juice. Don't look too fast, you may pass a tiny spruce. The tiny spruce, maybe that's a blink of an instant. Okay, go to the flashing lights, go to the light with something in it. If somebody can take that and put it together and relating it to the Easter egg or something that we do, then that nullifies it. But the only thing that stands out is that everything else lines up with some of the storyline that you hear from making the charms, from doing certain steps of the Easter egg and stuff like that. There's all a link, and that's a find in itself. That's something to be proud of because people pass this shit. Some of the best YouTubers, some of the best people about storylines don't even know about this shit. And you're right, it took a while for people to start taking it serious. But if there's nothing to hunt, I want to make that clear to them. So, because everybody's saying, I'm going in now, I want to go hunt this. If there's nothing to hunt yet, when we come back with another podcast, we'll bring you guys facts. I don't want to bring speculation because this is all facts. You sat there and you decoded it and you came up with exact facts. What you're seeing on screen, guys, is not some bullshit he made up. These are facts. So I want to stick to the facts that we know of so far, not speculate, not think that there's an Easter egg because all the facts are saying it's storyline related.
What is the clocks thing then? Why would it say put an arrow in the clocks? Regardless if I got that noise, if you believe or not, I don't give a fuck.
No. I believe you got the noise, but you can't remember if somebody was in your game.
Well, hold on. Is that now a treasure hunt? Because it gives us a clue to hit the clocks, and now I see a grayscale in that. That's fucking really weird.
I honestly think that's a visual glitch.
I believe that you got the sound, but I do believe somebody else was in your game and did something.
Okay. Here's another one. I just fired up Spaceland before this podcast, so I could put a little video and show this baseball plate that flies around the top of the chromosphere. I can't explain that either. Not yet. Anyhow.
Okay.
But you pack a punch of howitzer, turn on that and fire until you can't fire anymore. Like I even put on quickies in the video, and I just made it.
I've watched tons of your footage, and I've seen a lot. But you're hunting, you're speculating on
well, what I'm saying is define a hunt.
What in these notes? Hold on. What in these notes makes you believe you need to go hunt on Spaceland? Because nothing in here relates to Spaceland at all.
Oh, my young Padawan. Oh my God.
This is just all Rave and the Redwoods story in the world.
No, it's not. And I understand.
Where can you point out where it relates to Spaceland?
That thinking, but I'm way beyond that at this point because I've gone through Spaceland, and as I said, I'm starting to go through.
What's up, sweet angel?
So there is one thing in here. It says something. I'm as sharp as a dart, and I stand out like a single buck. Describe anything to me in Spaceland that is sharp as a dart, and you come up with one thing. Describe anything in Rave and the Red as sharp as a dart and stands out like a single book. Okay. Like what he's saying is, if you're in a library and library is a magazine, and all of a sudden there's a holy Bible there that's 4 feet high and 4 feet wide, it's going to stand out like a single book. Okay, so I'm thinking, what is sharp as a dart and stands out like nothing else? My mind goes.
Dexter, what are you saying?
Okay, I can explain the whole sharp as a dart thing perfectly. I was actually thinking about this right before. Do you have the actual notes right now? Because what it says is that it stands out sharp as a dart, and sharp as a dart would mean the arrowhead, and it also says go to the adventure course in that same section.
Higher your mic a little.
The adventure course is right next to there, and then it also says that you're limited on time and don't be too fast or whatever. Because if you're too fast, obviously you aren't going to hit the targets, but if you're too slow, you won't get
sharp as
the
a
target
dart.
in time.
Yeah, stands out. It's the shooting
and that's right
range.
at the adventure course.
It's the shooting range.
Now we
the
have
archery
started.
range.
We have started attacking that shooting range, thinking the same thing. And I love the thought. And this is what I love: is we need people like this to start brainstorming this shit. In my opinion, okay. So we go there, and one of the guys said it's 15 seconds from the time you hit that from stop to go. It's 15 seconds. It's not 30, but it could be. And again, we tried, maybe 5-10 minutes over there at the archery, and it's not. At least not that we could do. Okay, but this is what I mean. We go and try because we're those kind of guys. My mind thinks outside the box, and the first thing that comes to mind is sharp as a dart. My mind, what is as sharp as a dart? And I'm thinking in the
We just
map,
explained that. That's the archery range.
No, my mind goes right to Journey into Space, where I left the wrangle with the Forge Freeze. That trap.
But what else would lead you to Spaceland? You have no other evidence. All the other evidence in here points to Rave and the Redwoods and makes sense when you think about it on the archery range.
But just wipe the slate clean for a second and name something that stands out as sharp as a fucking dart in your mind in either of the maps. Tell me the first thing that comes to head. Okay, now you go to the Airhead, and that's what our guys did, and that's what they thought, and that's where we all started going. My mind went right to Spaceland, to where I keep wrangling the guys. There's a trap, and there's a missile on the top that looks exactly like a fucking dart. I mean, it's exactly like a dart. So I want to start going that way. Do you know what I mean? And now I'm starting to think, how many cross-map Rave and the Redwoods is in the Spaceland, and how much of Spaceland? Like, do I have to go and grab something in Spaceland in order for Rave? Now, I don't know, but this is where I'm at the point where I'm starting to attack this from all angles, and that's where me personally, I have a case of beer, Canadian beer, that my crew, the dogs, we're gonna crack this shit first, and I'd be happy to send you a video, Ninja, and say, my man, guess what I found? You know you're my homie. But I'm just letting you know what we have found. It has been such a struggle just to get this information out. Now, what it is or is
I commend you for putting in all the time and the effort and all the hours you guys spent and the money you spent on decoding this. But it really goes down to storyline. And we're running out of time. I want to move on from this. I appreciate you for coming on and explaining this. I want to stay in touch. And if there's anything that leads towards a further investigation, I will be keeping a close eye on your channel. I'll tell everybody else to do the same, because if there's something that pops up, I guarantee you, I'm going to tell you this now. Here's my prediction. Every fucking YouTuber in the world is going to fucking hit him up, and he's going to say, yo, how'd you find this out? What evidence do you have? Let me make a video about it. I'll credit you, and I'll shout you out. So you did make a great discovery. I will try and pass this stuff along to Milo and see what he makes of it. I'm going to try and get these notes over to him, because he's the fucking storyline king, man. And bow down to the storyline king right there. Okay? I'm going to try and see if I can get him to read the notes. I know he's busy, but it may interest him a little. He hasn't been doing Infinite Warfare. He might not know too much of the storyline, but I want him to check it out. We're going to continue to talk to you on stream, off stream. We'll probably have a follow-up podcast to see if anything leads to this. And I'm going to go through this in depth with my stream and let them know everything that pertains to this is right now, at this moment, it's all about the storyline. There are some things that could be interpreted like you need to go and look for something, but these are all riddles, and they're posted in all pertain to Rave and the Redwoods. They were found in Rave and the Redwoods.
Riddles, yeah.
They all pertain to Rave and the Redwoods.
And just so you know, the only Morse code light is not in the mess hall.
Okay, but this is all about Rave and the Redwoods right now.
Yes, sir.
And if there's anything to make you guys believe that you need to go hunt, I will repost these on my Twitter. I will give you guys all the notes. I will even post a link in the description so you guys can check it out. I'll post a link to Hicuppy's channel. Check it out if you guys are interested in the hunt. If something in these notes makes you believe you need to go check it out, I'm not discouraging it. I want people to go hunt. I may not see it right now, but you could turn around and say, hey, you're a fool. Here, I found this. That's fine.
Tomorrow?
I want to encourage you guys. If something in here makes you believe that you need to hunt, go for it. Everybody go for it. And come back to me and let me make a video first. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Ninja. Thank you, Ninja.
Hook a Ninja up. But I appreciate you for coming on the podcast. I want to close off with my buddy Dex and Nick. We got to talk about some things now. We got to really talk about some things. This is the final subject. So Hicuppy, appreciate you. I'm going to pull Dex and Nick into the stream, and we're gonna cover this on another time, guys. Don't forget to check out Hicuppy.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, Ninja. You know I love you, man.
No problem. I have to be the devil's advocate, though. I gotta sit here and ask the hard questions.
100%. I'm expecting it. And the only other thing I'm gonna say is thank you, and please come and play a game with us. Please come and hunt with us.
I will definitely check it out. I will definitely check it out.
And when you come and hunt, there is lots of beer, and I will change your skepticism, sir.
I got
Anybody else? The hunt is on. I got a case of beer. If you can crack it before my dogs can. I love all of you guys. Ninja, thank you. Dexter, you know I love you. Thank you so much, man.
No problem, Hicuppy. I will be in touch after the podcast. I'll see. I have a hunt on my own that we're actually going to discuss now. But I will be in touch, and I'll definitely hop in a game with you guys and see what we can find. I want to get some footage of all this and where it is, and I might make an actual video on these notes. And I want to actually explain it in a way where they can follow us. I'm gonna go in and spend some time on this and try to bring something like Milo would bring. You know,
well,
I ain't a storyline king, but I'll try.
When they read this and get into it, and everybody's gonna take their own opinion on it, what they see. But what I can tell you is this is not horse shit. This is exactly what came out of those lights and what we were.
Oh, I believe it.
Hundreds of hours has been done.
I definitely believe it. I see the facts are there. And like I said in my previous podcast, I don't think you would make all this up. There's no way he made all this fucking shit up.
Right now,
but he put in the time to figure it out.
My dogs can crack it. I'm coming to New York with a case of beer on your front door.
It's just like Queen. Like, how do you think Queen goes and she finds out how to figure out the letters and stuff? You got to go in and decode it. Hicuppy did the same exact thing here.
Information exactly when Dexter did, exactly on my birthday. I think we cracked it on the 28th, the 29th. It got smashed out of my mind. So right around March 1st, she had it in Dexter. Because those were the first two people she.
I know. We spoke about it.
Right.
But it's just I was just comparing it to people.
She hasn't released anything in regards to this because she don't believe it.
I know.
She's doing her due diligence. She wants to crack it, and she has the software.
I know. I was just comparing it because some people might not agree, but there are definite facts here. There are things that were there, and it's in the game. So it's facts in it, and disputing whether or not it's part of the storyline or an Easter egg, that's for you guys to decide.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's not up to me. It's, I just want to get this out and let people know that there's something juicy out there. It's there. Now, maybe Lee and them had to put this in there. Maybe it was already in there from day one. Like, for example, I'll leave this with you. With 109 came out, there was new faces that were put on the Water Pistols game. Why?
Okay.
Why? Anyhow, we got the hunt on. Thank you so much, Ninja. I appreciate it. I love it, and I appreciate all your work, man.
No problem, Hicuppy. We will definitely talk soon.
All right, brother. Take care. Thanks again. Later.
No problem.
I'll drag this on.
Hello, guys in the building.
What is up, Ninja?
So,
how are you doing?
Conspiracy theory or not, it's up for everybody's opinions. We heard it all. I love Hicuppy. We got to move on. We got one more thing to talk about. And Dex kind of spilled the beans. Dex pulled a Pam Grier last night. All right. This is why Reddit hates him. All right. So we made a plan, and we're on to something of our own hunt. Like, Hicuppy has these facts, and I really At this point, I believe that they're all legitimate, but they pertain strictly to the storyline. I don't think that we need to hunt something. But on another note, me, Dex, and Nick think that we need to hunt something else. The slasher. Is he a playable character? Is he a wearable, like a mask, something? Everybody's talking about this. And that's what we're going to go hunt for after this podcast. That is going to be our hunt for today. We're going to go check everything that we know about the map off. We're going to do Ghosts and Skulls. We're going to do the Easter egg. We're going to do every single charm. We're going to get every single thing that we know done. Just like me and Queen did when we hunted Revelations. If there's anything else, we will hear a sound. We will need everybody's opinions in chat. We want your ideas. If you believe that the slasher is a playable character, let us know how you think we can achieve it. Dex, let's talk about it a little bit. And Nick, I want to know you guys' opinions. What leads us to believe this?
Okay, so in the official trailer that was dropped, I believe it was the second trailer that was dropped actually. It shows a first-person point of view of the slasher from an inaccessible area right over top of the recreation area, which would kind of be a little bit of a tease. It would be really sleazy for them to put that in the game and not let us do it. Because
they've done things like that before, though. I'm just saying.
What map?
I've seen things in trailers. Trailers tend to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Rave and the Redwoods trailer? What was in the trailer that's not there? That big bright-ass trap. Remember the trap that I was complaining about?
The bright-ass trap.
The huge-ass trap, and it wasn't in the game. It was in a build of the game when they did the trailer, but they decided to take it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some things that actually made the trailer were actually taken out. Or,
what up, Ninja?
Remember Revelations, a very big thing in Revelations. You remember how they showed you the Kino area, I believe it was, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you saw that trap on the seat, but there was no trap there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's things in trailers that they might not put in the game.
Okay.
And also, you got to remember the main objective is the trailer is to catch your eye, get you interested into it.
You make a very good point, Maniac.
Oh yeah, that does make sense too. Yeah.
So maybe that was a theatrical thing. Like, it makes sense in a spooky way to see through the eyes of the evil guy or whatever. Like, you see how spooky he is. He's just lurking up there, waiting for somebody to come down. He's gonna chop them up. So it added that spooky feeling to it. Does anybody in the chat believe that we can get a mask or play as the slasher? And I'm not saying like one of my player cards that I designed. I'm saying actually play as the slasher. Do you guys think that's a possibility?
Yeah, see, that's how I think it would be implemented. I think it would be a spider bait-like thing where you unlock something and you can play as him for a small duration of time. So essentially, like spider bait is really, it's really OP. You're sort of like invincible, but then it's temporary, of course, and it's fun. It's a cool gimmick. It's a cool side Easter egg as well.
That's a good comparison. Do you think they would have dug that deep? We haven't seen anything about like related to spiderbait since Zetsubo. You think they would have took a page out of Treyarch's book, and we know that they helped them with this?
Oh yeah,
most definitely. In terms
that's
of
a valid point.
They know it's a very fun, interactive one. It wasn't discovered for like a month.
I'm seeing a lot of yeses.
Yeah, it's definitely something that they can hide well, and then it'll get people talking, and it is significant enough. Let's say if it gets found in 4 weeks from now, and there is one, I'd say it's significant enough to have everyone come back and play the map again and try it out because it's something that just sounds really cool.
KDM in the chat said, no, that's why they gave us this saw. And I kind of agree with that. I do have to agree that he did have like maybe we do play as the slasher. Isn't Kevin Smith supposed to be the slasher?
Kevin Smith is technically the slasher.
Technically, he's the slasher. So we play as the slasher, but in a different cosmetic form. Yeah. The only thing I could see is they gave us the saw, but we're not able to stand in that area that he showed us. That's number one. Number two, would we get like a mask? Maybe you could get a mask, a hockey mask on him or something like that. And maybe that's what Kevin's special thing is.
I still think the Burning Man statue has something to do with something.
There
the
is something
camera
with the
being
Burning
in
Man
his hand,
statue.
you
Tell them
can
about that.
see-
Explain that in detail, Nick.
So,
And higher your mic a little. Say it with your
sorry,
chest.
I'm on push to talk.
Say what you just.
You
Sorry,
there?
I had to. Push to talk was on. I had to take it off for a second. So, so basically, when you're walking around the Burning Man statue, if you look at his left hand, so if you're looking directly at him, it would be on the palm of the hand on the right side, but it's his left hand. There's a camera on the palm of his hand, and if you go over to the trucks directly next to the stage there in the recreation area, look into the headlights, and it's a live feed of directly behind the DJ booth. You can see the DJ booth. If you get a second player in there, you can have him jump around.
The headlight is like a TV screen. I've seen this myself. They showed it to me. And if you look at it directly in the headlight, you don't see a reflection of yourself. What you see is like a camera view of the DJ booth. And it's in the headlight. So this is something that intrigued us. And you guys have gotten the Burning Man head to move, right?
Yes. Okay. That was actually just confirmed by Slick Joe recently. He just uploaded a video on that. What happened with that was, so I think his head moving is just a hint towards the bows. Slick Joe made a very good point with this. He said the head follows you to start off with. Then after you put the trophies down, the head follows the zombies. And then after we would pick up the trophies, the head would stop moving. Well, that's been patched in, and his head continues to move now. But that's why the head was moving. So I think the head moving is related to that. But in the trailer, the statue was on fire. Was what I've been told. So I haven't seen that personally, so I can't vouch for that. But that's what lots of people have said.
Okay. Well, we'll take a look at the trailer after this. John Donnelly says, Lee Ross keeps saying that we need to get the slasher out of Rave mode. That would make sense, but how would we do that? Maybe these things that we're seeing pertain to doing something else on the map. It's very strange about the heads moving and the camera, and now you're mentioning that it was on fire. Maybe that is what we need to do.
Okay, so the whole camera thing or whatever, Moonface, who's actually in the chat right now, brought up a good point to me while we were hunting Ghosts and Skulls. The camera is actually, obviously, you see the one that's at Recreation as well as you see one over towards the docks. There was a popular game in the 90s that was actually taken off shelves and wasn't able to be played anymore because it was apparently too violent or something along those lines. Basically what it was a guy had cameras hidden around, and you basically set off traps to try to defend the girl that was inside, defending him from this guy that was coming to kill her or whatever. So that, I believe, is a huge reference to that game.
Okay.
Literally, like it's dead on. Like, I don't remember what the name of the game is, but Moonface, if you put that in chat, that'd be awesome.
Okay. So we have some leads to go on. We have some things to actually work with that intrigue a hunt. At least intrigue some digging. We need to do some digging. We need to prove it right or disprove it. Either way. Queen also put out a tweet earlier, and she noticed that the melee changed. I noticed that we got an update. I didn't go into a game, but Kevin Smith's melee changed. And maybe that could be related. We could clearly see the symbols on his hockey stick now. Maybe they did that for something. I don't know what they keep patching in, but they keep patching in stuff. Like, maybe we won't find it today. But in 6 months from now, when we're doing the same exact thing we did usually, and we're just having a laugh, we might find something new. It's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to go in and hunt every time that they have an update. But I know they keep adding stuff, man. They keep changing something. They want us to play this game more. They're like adding in an Easter egg every month. So this way, the next month we'll keep playing, and the next month we'll keep playing. I think it's a cheap trick, but I believe it.
If we could get a good screenshot of Kevin Smith's melee with his stick, we could use Queen's thing to decipher and read what it says.
He's out of Rave mode just after defending the picture. Yeah. You're right.
I'm already on the whole thing.
And that makes sense with what Lee Ross said. We don't know what context he said it in. Did he say it you know, we got to get the slasher out of raid mode when he was hinting towards the Easter egg? Or has he just been randomly saying, y'all got to get that slasher out of raid mode? Just randomly. We don't know what context he's been saying that, but that makes sense. The new patch has left new glitching spots. So they're fixing it, but they're breaking it. Oh, sets you can get the slasher out of rave mode when doing the boot charm. Good point, Beast Coast.
Yeah.
Absolutely good point. Maybe he was hinting towards that.
The rituals, of course, as well. They do have a slasher outside of rave mode.
Anything else we get a slasher out of rave mode?
Could they be hinting towards the end boss when you actually have to finish him at the end? He's not in the rave mode.
That makes sense too. It's all Easter egg related.
I mean, there's a million and one ways you could look at it, and and another million and one ways you could try to make it fit, as long as you convince yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can make any puzzle piece fit wherever you want. The way Hicuppy's, like, no disrespect, for him to put in that much time into this, fucking respect, man. Fucking absolute respect. And he came up with something that nobody else has. And this all makes absolute sense, and it's facts. All right, we've checked it out. I've done my homework on it. This is Morse code translated. Now, his opinion on whether or not we need to hunt, that's something different. Maybe he's reaching there. Maybe his hunt is over with this. Maybe he found all he needs to find, and that was more storyline. But for this slasher thing, it does take some investigating. We can even compare some of his notes in here, because it all pertains to Rave and the Redwoods. And if there's something left to find, more information, the better. The more to compare it to, the better. Wherever the dots connect, we're going to try and figure that out. But what do you guys think? Maniac and Evil, they've been they just got Infinite Warfare. You guys said you had no problem with the Easter egg. You guys have been ranking up on it. Have you guys really looked into like a lot of digging into more Easter eggs? Have you even given that a thought?
When we first started, we
higher your mic a little bit. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying when we first got into it, we all kind of talked about it, and we decided we wouldn't look at any videos. We're going to start at the first map, even though pretty much everything's found. We were going to go in there and see what we could turn up. And I mean, for the most part, we haven't turned up anything new that hasn't been found already. And as far as the Morse codes and all the newer stuff on the Rave and the Redwoods map, to me, it does sound a lot more storyline based and driven, because in Zombies in Spaceland, I didn't really find a whole lot with the story as far as going along and doing everything.
Yeah, they just threw you in a theme park and said, fucking run.
They pretty much just, told you, here's some arcade games, have some fun. So as far as that goes, I mean, like I said, we never really turned up anything new. It didn't really strike us as story-driven as, the Black Ops 3 and the previous ones were. So, I mean, it does make sense to me if they're going to be putting things in and changing things and everything else they've been doing with this, they might start putting a little more into the story mode, because they see it did well for the others, and they didn't really have anything in Spaceland.
I can believe the story mode because it takes time to code Easter eggs, and we already know they're behind schedule. So we're getting a minimum amount of Easter eggs, but it's easy to hide storyline and give it some context. It's easy to do that. Record a quote, put it in, activate it. Code and activation sound is easy. But an actual Easter egg, it takes a little bit more time. It's more elaborate. I could see them investing more in the storyline and keep copy and pasting the same old code for Easter eggs and shit like that. I don't think they're going to be too elaborate with the Ghosts and Skulls. Like, I still think the Ghosts and Skulls fucking first step was fucking switched, because there's no fucking way it was that complicated, man. We have proof that we've done it. So we know for a fact they changed stuff in the game. Somebody made a very, very good point in the chat. Elite Titan Rob. He wants to know our thoughts on the signed posters sent to the YouTubers from Infinite Warfare. Some YouTubers didn't even stream Rave. Some YouTubers didn't even stream Spaceland. Let's be honest, right there. Dex, what do you think? I'll save myself for last.
I don't. It's honestly not
Dex,
fair.
you put in a
It's
lot of
real-
hours to that
it
game.
is
You streamed the
really
shit
not
out of
fair.
this
There's some
game.
people that I see streaming this game that spend. I don't want to bag on anybody necessarily, but there's somebody out there that has about 130 subscribers.
You're
stuff
cutting
like
up
that.
a little.
Okay, so I don't want to call out anybody in specifically, but there is definitely some people out there that don't deserve the follows as well as the posters, because I've seen one person out there in specific has 130 subscribers, has streamed the game 10, 15 times maybe at max, not even for very long, and they got followed by Lee Ross, and I believe they did get a poster too. But I'm not exactly sure on that. But some of the people, also some of the bigger guys that they're trying to promote, such as Patrick, who else is it? The Lonely Mailbox. None of them even.
They gave it to some of the Z House guys, you know. I have respect for all the YouTubers. Like, that's the zombie crew right there. Those 10 people you saw me made player cards for, that's the zombie crew everybody knows. You know one of them or you know the other one. This could be a tactic to maybe make them stream it. They're like, hey, why don't you show us some love? We'll show you some love first. But show us some love. I think it's complete bullshit. I think they should have rewarded some people who actually put time into this game.
Yeah, there's definitely some people out there that didn't deserve it. I think that some of the really deserving people of it would be people such as, obviously, Dame, UK Gamer. Even though I don't like UK Gamer, he has spent a lot of time in on it. But you, me, Dub, Nick, all these
us excluded. I don't want to sound like I'm salty. I don't even want the damn poster. I don't even think.
You know,
if it came to me, great. I got nowhere to hang it. I still got all my Revelations posters in a little tube and shit. I don't want it. But I think you should have took a little time to invest in the actual community that's actually supporting your game, that's actually playing your game. And me coming from one of the biggest haters of your game, we've given you tons of publicity. I don't want a poster, but a lot of people in my stream might want one. Somebody on my Twitter might want one. Dex might want one. I know Nick or Dubbed. Dubbed has put in tons of hours too with us. There's guys with smaller channels who put in more hours and more time into this game than any of the big YouTubers. Hands down, not one big YouTuber has put in the amount of hours at all that anybody in this stream or anybody that I know has been hunting. None of them. The only person that comes close is Queen. She does her research. She goes in. She hunts. Not one of them went out and hunted Ghosts and Skulls. Not one of them gave a fuck until another YouTuber posted a video. Then they made a fucking tutorial, and that was it. Cha-ching, let me get my ad revenue. Let me put this tutorial up. So they're thinking about the money. They're not actually playing your game. So I'd absolutely disagree with them getting it. I don't think that it should have been. I don't think it should have been anything. I think someone just said a good point. Cole, smart guy should have got a fucking poster for being first in the world on Ghosts and Skulls.
Did you get one?
No,
I don't think he got one.
So.
No.
Oh, that's messed up.
Smart guy definitely should have got one. That's somebody who you fucked up on. Because he put in, what, like 12 hours that game? 13 hours that game? He was the first one to beat Ghosts and Skulls? You were so proud of that. But
He beat the Ghosts and Skulls as well as he beat the main Easter egg on Spaceland first in the world as well as
bro, like
why has he not gotten one?
Recognize somebody who fucking actually plays your game.
But then
I don't want to sound like a hater. I still love the game. I think whatever business decisions they got to make them. I agree with giving them the posters if your motivation is to get them to play your game. But also include the people who actually supported you. Right? It's only fair. There's some kids out here who would lose their shit if they got a poster from you guys. You know? A lot of people would appreciate it.
Oh yeah, definitely. One of the YouTubers who got a poster has never put a video of Infinite Warfare on their channel since the game came out.
I could say that about 4 of the YouTubers that got a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not a single second of content related to it.
Yeah.
It's just it's absurd, really. Like, I don't know, did they just get sent a list of YouTubers with over X subscribers and just send them it, not even bother checking, or
I
do
think
just
what
get
they
worse
did
to
was
the...
this. This is what I would do, right? Because I come from marketing. Oh my God, we got a donation. Hold on.
Ooh.
All right, this is what I would do. I'm going to read that out in a second. If I seen what happened on EE4C, right? Tarts, shout out to
Bro,
you.
I think you guys got way overlooked in terms for work. There's only few big YouTubers that even gave you guys credit. They got to realize that if they don't show appreciation for the guys grinding, then they're
So there's
gonna
that.
lose the ones who care.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
So-
Tarts. He said, I think you guys got way overlooked in terms for work. There's only a few big YouTubers who even gave you guys the credit. They got to realize that if they didn't show appreciation for the guys grinding, they're going to lose the ones who care. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I feel like I was saying, if I was in their position, I would look at everybody that participated in EE4C. How many combined subscribers did they have? That's the very first thing that pops in my head. They sent a poster to mainly everybody in EE4C. Mainly. Or the people who matter the most. Now, some people may stream the game, some people may not stream the game. Maybe that may encourage them or not, but the numbers add up. Their game's doing bad. They need advertisers. They need streamers like us more than we need their game. You know that. They need us to promote that game. They need us to show our friends, hey, I'm having fun with this. You should play it. I know personally, I kind of influenced Maniac and the No Thumbs crew to get it. Just a little bit. I gave them a little nudge. They considered it. They said they weren't gonna. Now they did.
You gave us that push.
I gave them a little push, and that's what we're supposed to do, is push the people to kind of like give it a shot. Well, I need some good players. So you guys want to play with me? You know, they did it for a favor to me, or they did it to check out the game, whatever. We influence people on YouTube. So definitely reward the people who help you instead of just rewarding the people who might help you. Because I'm going to take a close eye look on that. I'm going to watch a lot of these YouTubers, and I might make a video on, hey, look, you got a free poster and you still didn't stream the next DLC. I'll have no problem calling it out because it's facts. It's facts. And then when you just say something like that, when you do something like that, it's just wrong. That's
Yeah,
wrong
well,
for the community.
It from everything I've been hearing, and if you look at the bigger picture, it all looks like it's just their attempt at trying to expand into the the full Treyarch Zombies community as it is. And if you look at the sales, I mean, why would they want to help people that they already know are playing the game? If their sales are doing bad, it would make more sense to try to reach out to people that aren't and try to get other people in. And
Thank
that's
you
why
guys for putting the hype in the
sounds
chat for
like
Tarts.
it sounds like they targeted all the bigger YouTubers, like you're saying, because they reach out to such a wide audience.
Yeah.
And they feel that, if they can get them into it, it's gonna bring everybody else into it. And why would they pay any attention to anybody that's already into it if they're doing so bad? That's not going to get them anymore.
It was a smart business decision, but a bad public relations
It sure
look.
was.
The
Yeah.
only thing is the poster isn't going to make a channel as big as some of these people they send them to with millions of subscribers. It's not going to make them change their mind on which game they're going to play.
No,
If something that would make them change their mind is the YouTuber player cards.
It's just a failed attempt.
Well,
That would be something
YouTuber
that would-
player cards, we're going to get into that too, but because we did try to get them to make the YouTubers a playable character that will influence it. But think about it like this, right? Red Fusion raided some kid the other day. I'm giving you guys some context. Kid had like 100 subs. After the raid, he had like 300 subs. The kid was ecstatic. It made his day. Now his mother went out and started thanking him so much, like it was amazing. Now, you guys really don't know how little it takes to completely make somebody's fucking day like that. Very little. Imagine if they sent that out to, let's say, 100 random fans. Do you know how many videos would be out? Thank you so much. Oh my God. The pure emotion that they would, I got something from Infinity Ward. You know how good these little kids would feel? I'm not saying for us. I'm saying for the community. You know how good they would make them feel? And that in itself, let's say you did that. People would see that you rewarded fans of the community, did something nice. Not because you were worried about money, because you wanted to reward the people who play your game. People would receive that way better. I think the company itself will get so much more support after seeing an act of kindness like that instead of an act of business. Business is money. Y'all got fucking microtransactions up the ass. But an act of kindness can be perceived so much better.
They could have even done something similar to the giveaways of the vinyls. How they were asking the questions and the people who answered the questions right got entered into the giveaway or whatever on Twitter. That would show who plays the game and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I personally won one of those vinyls. Because I did spend so much time on the game and answered all the questions literally as soon as I saw him tweet it and had his notifications on and everything. So that would be something to reward the community with, if anything. They could do something similar to that again.
Okay. Well, I personally think the player cards that I designed them for fun, basically, for the community, if anybody has OBS. But I personally think that when I spoke to Codename Pizza and he brought up the idea of let's try and get this a reality, let's try and get the devs to actually make us playable characters, I think that's the best thing that they could do for their business as of right now. I think everybody in the community, 100%, I don't think there's one other person who would say no. I don't see that happening. You get Lex, Dalek, all these zombie YouTubers as playable characters in DLC 4. I think that would be so crazy. And not just because I made the cards. I made the cards just to fuck around. But I think that would be insane. I'd love to hear Lex's quotes. I'd love to hear the quotes that they put in. I'd love to see some interaction. You know, the community would love to do that. And everybody I spoke to about that said 100% that would be amazing. That would be a great reward for putting up with whatever else we put up with so far. But we did put out the tweet. Shout out to Codename Pizza. It got over it's up to 1,200 likes. We asked for 500, and we're playable characters in DLC 2. It's up to Brian Bright and Lee Ross. If you guys want to see that happen, go retweet Codename Pizza's tweet. Go freaking mention Lee Ross. Harass their Twitters. Ninjas attack. Okay? If you want to see that happen, go and spam their damn Twitters and fucking make it happen. Because you guys can be the change, not us. It's got to be a million of yous. Hey, Lee. You should do this. You should do this. You should do this. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, give them reasons why. But I think we went on for, what are we at? Hour and a half. This was good. Dex, any last words before Reddit roasts you after this podcast?
Not necessarily.
Reddit, leave Dex alone, okay? It's my little ninja. It's my ninja in training, okay? Stop fucking with Dex. They like to hate on you.
I have not been on Reddit in like a week and a half.
Yeah, no. It's cooling down now.
I'm just going to let everything chill out.
Yeah.
Dexter sucks.
We will definitely get into our hunt later, guys. We're going to go check out if there's anything left in Rave in the Redwoods. We're going to have one last look at it. If we get more information, we may go back and do it again. But that's going to be my last look at Rave in the Redwoods, hunting or speculating anything. So if you guys have ideas, definitely join us. I want to thank the No Thumbs crew for stopping by and hanging out with us and just participating in these podcasts. Same thing with XBL, Dextzer, and DailyGamerNick, guys. Don't forget to go check out Dexter, DailyGamerNick, and the No Thumbs crew on YouTube. All right? I want you guys to check them out. Stay there. And everybody else who's in my stream, we don't usually do this. We don't usually raid somebody. We don't usually. But we're going to go raid somebody right now.
To make their day.
We're going to go make their day and make them absolutely lose their fucking shit. I want so much spam in that goddamn chat. They're going to freaking ban half of us. But do it anyway. I want everybody from this stream to quickly help me help make somebody else's day a lot brighter. We're going to go and we're going to raid our friend that we just got on the podcast yesterday. We're going to go raid Jug. Okay?
Hey,
Not the evil Jug, but Jug.
The
Okay,
real
the
Jug.
real
Yes,
Jug.
the real
It's
Jug.
just Jugg. Okay, I'm gonna post the link in the chat. I want everybody to raid Jug right now. Go put Ninja Raid. Go show this fool some support. I want to see you guys in his chat. Heavy. Oh, come on. I'm spamming the link in my own chat. So you guys will go there. Everybody go hashtag Ninja Raid. And his name
Ninja
is
Raid
just
in chat.
Jugg. If you want to go there, Jugg for the people on mobile. The real Jug. All right, go and raid his fool.
everyone go there. Yeah.
Everybody.
His mods are spamming his own.
Spam it. I want everybody in there.
We gotta overpower their whole spamming numbers.
Come on, I need 50 more people in
Yeah.
that stream. He got 55. We need to break 100 right now. I want all of you to tune out of my stream. Stop watching me. Go watch Jug. Everybody, go there. Jug,
Oh, too many messages.
Jug, 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 Jug. That's who you're going to raid, guys. Everybody, get out of my stream. Go to that stream.
Everyone's spamming their numbers now. Keep spamming those numbers.
Spam the Ninja Raid, too.
Keep spamming those numbers.
Spam it, boy.
Does he see it? I think he's got it.
This is the
Yeah,
first time I'm condoning spamming. Spam this shit.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the
Spam the shit out of that.
Get him.
number is in fact in the 400s, okay? We're just gonna
Yeah.
pack this.
Everyone still in this stream, just make sure you go to Jugs. The link is in the chat, and you just spam Ninja Raid in there, and you give him
What up,
support.
Ninja? He's not even noticing. He's so focused. I love him.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
I can't any more messages. They keep getting deleted.
I completely forgot. No.
I'm spamming.
Rip.
Everyone
Yo,
better be
NInjaNation
spamming.
raid. Really, Ninja? Yo, thank you very much for that, Ninja. I appreciate that so much. Hey, boys, look at this. This is a lit raid. Ninja, I appreciate that. Guys, and we just did a number game. Yo, I'm seeing people with the numbers now. Oh, here we are. I saw my number.
I guess Evil dropped out. He had a
It was
phone
Christopher.
call.
It was, not Christopher Welch, Linda.
I was far back.
Do I have an invisible zombie?
Shout out to Tarts. Thank you guys for rating him. We got him up to 70. Good job, guys.
Hey. Yeah.
Good job.
Everyone better be in Jug's stream.
Well, I appreciate you guys for tuning into this podcast. Like I said, you already know it's your favorite ninja. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to
Yep, thanks.
say my final words like Jerry Springer, and I'm out. I'll be back in the Discord in a minute. Guys, love all you ninjas to death. Thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. We will be back with some more. I'm going to go eat, hang out for a little bit. We're going to get into the hunt right after this. Stay tuned. For now, go in my buddy Jug's stream, make his day, hang out, have fun. You already know it's your favorite ninja. And if I'm not your favorite YouTuber, I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Peace out, guys.